Okay, so we are going to do a quick tutorial on Office 365 Teams because we do use this a lot. When it comes to this class, AP Biology is a flipped classroom, as is mostly anatomy and physiology and just the honors med bio. So you guys will be using this resource a lot. So I just want to make sure that you have somewhere to go back to so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If I'm like, oh, post to the discussion board or turn in your assignments on Teams. I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page because there was some confusion with that last year. So to get to your Office 365, if you are on a school computer, you should have an icon on your desktop. So it's that little guy there. It's a little purple. If you don't, if you're on the app or whatever, you can get to it by getting into your Office 365 email, going up to the waffle. Teams is right here. If you click on the waffle and there is no Teams, you can click on the All Apps and then type in Teams and it should pop up. If not, and you're having difficulties with that, just email me and I can problem solve as much as possible, or you can always come see me during the school year. So once you're in Teams, yours will look a little bit different than mine, simply because mine is instructor and yours will be student. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit. Some of this you'll have to make up on your own or kind of think about it. So when I log into mine, I like having mine all as thumbnails because during the school year I'll change the pictures. Just makes it a little bit easier for me to find which class is which, especially when I have like an honors class 2 and an honors class 2-1 and regular class. So it's just easier if I can change the pictures and then just kind of scroll from there. I might also change the name, so instead of having AP Biology 1-1, I can change it to just AP Biology 2018-19. But anyways, so with that, there are some options. There are these thumbnails over on the left-hand side. I think you should have that. You should have like especially a chat option. And that's to have private conversations with people within your team. But we'll focus mostly on this Teams icon here. So I'm going to go into AP Biology from this year. Okay, so once you open your team, you'll automatically go to what's called these up here are called tabs. You'll be in the conversation tab. So there will be times that part of your homework will be to discuss on the conversations tab. So this can be treated very much like a discussion board. So I could post a question. So let me find one. See if I can find one. Maybe. It'll load. So if we pretend, for example, that what Kenzie posted here was, let's say it was funny, or if it was even a question that I was trying to get some discussion out of, you can click reply and that will reply directly to whatever Kenzie said. So if I asked a question on the discussion board, you can click reply and that will reply to me. There we go. It's going to take forever to load. You can also start a new conversation, and then it's exactly like Twitter. You just type @ and then you start typing the person's name. It'll mention them. So if you do have a question for me, I do have this app on my phone. I do turn it off at about 10 o'clock each night, but it will notify me. So if you do have a question, you can always type it here too, or you can email me directly. Class Notebook, this tab is a whole different beast. We will actually spend some time in class talking about this, but just know that the class notebook is like your digital 3-subject notebook. Files is where I will post all of your stuff. So here is like from my AP Biology class from this past school year. This is literally every single thing we did. From notes to videos to links, homework, each unit is in there. So this is going to be where you find if you lose your homework for the night, or you need another copy because your dog ate it or whatever, you can always come into here and then just go to the library at Benson, click it, print it, no harm, no foul. It'll still be done on time. So you should never have any excuse for I didn't know what the homework was, I didn't have it. So just be aware that that doesn't really work in my class because you should have access. The biggest thing is the assignments tab, which is here. So assignments it's exactly like it sounds. I will have assignments that are put on Teams, and you will turn it in on Teams. Okay, so if I click on this one, so this just kind of says who turned it in digitally. This was a bracket that we do in March, and these students turned it in digitally. The other 3 didn't. They turned it in as a hard copy. Yeah, so you'll turn it in digitally, and it just makes it easier for me, and it makes it easier for you because, again, there is no way for you to say, well, I turned it in, or, oh, I lost it, or, Ms. Hawes, you just gave it to somebody else, or whatever. It's all right here. It's digital. I can look at it, grade it, and actually send feedback to you, and then it just goes straight to your email. So, but when you're doing your assignments, this is kind of what it looks like. So, let me actually go back here. So if there's an assignment posted, you would click on it, and then because this is actually due, and all the assignments are due, there would be a little, go back to student view, there would be a little button here, a little purple button that says add work. So once you upload, like for this, once you got done with your bracket, you would click add work, you would add the file, and then there would be a little purple button up here that would say turn in. So as long as you did those things, and it gives you a little picture of some sort that's like, hey, you turned it in. So once you get done with that, then that means you submitted it. It'll notify me, and then there's no way of saying like, oh, it was on time or it wasn't on time or whatever. It'll all record it digitally, whatever time you got done with it, whatever time you turned it in. So that's the basics for Teams. Like I said, I just want you to have kind of a reference point to what we're going to be using this school year. Like I said, class notebook, we will actually do a lot with that in class just to verify because it can get kind of confusing. But if you have any questions on Teams, please let me know. But familiarize yourself with it. Get used to it because this is where we get a lot of our coursework. And again, if you have any questions, just email me or come see me during class.